Everyone dreams about changing the world, making an impact, doing something big. But here's the truth: if we're honest, we're often barely managing to change even one single day in our own lives. Think about that for a second, just one day. What if you could actually make one day truly count? What if, instead of rushing through it, you made it focused, powerful, and deeply meaningful? Imagine the possibilities. One changed day becomes a changed week. A changed week becomes a month a year, and before you know it, that one day has transformed your entire life. Real change doesn't start in the grand speeches or huge plans. It starts right here, in the decisions you make today. Let's take that first step. Let's start with the first foundation: worship. Worship is the root of everything in life. It's not only a set of practices, it's a way to center ourselves, to set our priorities straight every single day. So ask yourself, have my prayers improved? Have I been taking time to genuinely connect with Allah, the source of all peace and guidance? Let's be honest. Do we roll out of bed groggy and inattentive, rushing through our prayers because we feel we have to? Or do we treat each prayer as a conscious reconnection with our purpose? Begin with Fajr, the dawn prayer. This single prayer can set the tone for your entire day. It's hard to wake up for Fajr, especially if you've been up late or are used to sleeping in. But when you commit to it, when you let it anchor your day, the change is incredible. Just try it. Even if it's just once this week, wake up early, perform your Fajr, and take a few minutes afterward to read or memorize a small passage from the Quran. Don't be surprised if you find that the rest of your day flows better, that you're accomplishing more, and that even your thoughts are clearer. This year, make it your goal to get serious about worship. Work towards it bit by bit. If waking up for Fajr daily is tough right now, set it as a goal for the year and work toward it. And as you do, remember, worship isn't just something you do. It's what makes everything else you do better. Next is knowledge. Knowledge and worship work hand in hand. But I'm not talking about the kind of knowledge you need to earn a degree in Islamic studies or to become a scholar. Knowledge is a journey that every one of us can take. And each of us has to take on our own level and at our own pace. If we're not growing in our understanding of our faith, we're missing a huge part of our lives. Here's one practical way to approach this. Learn the Seerah, the life of the Prophet, peace be upon him. His life is full of lessons, guidance, and wisdom that can impact our lives every single day. So this year, make it a goal to study the Seerah and to study it seriously. Make it an annual habit. And with each year, go deeper. The life of the Prophet is a lifetime's worth of learning. Every time you revisit it, you'll find a new layer of meaning, a new lesson that speaks to the challenges you're facing right now. And of course, knowledge also means building your connection to the Quran. Set a clear goal with the Quran this year. Choose a chapter, let's say Surah Al-Kahf, the chapter of the cave. Make it a project to understand it deeply. Memorize it. Learn its vocabulary. Read its commentary. Understand every word of it, and let it become part of you. When we gain knowledge with this level of depth, it transforms us. It enriches our faith and brings our worship to life. And if your knowledge doesn't deepen your connection to Allah, then that knowledge may need reevaluation. True knowledge strengthens your worship and draws you closer to Allah. It's a process, but it's a life-changing one. The third foundation is service. And this is one we need to take just as seriously as the other two. Helping others is an essential part of faith, and it's also one of the most powerful ways to break out of the bubble of our own lives. So whether it's family, friends, neighbors, or our communities, make it a point to serve others consistently. For teenagers especially, service is crucial. The teenage years are often self-centered, and society doesn't help. Social media, peer pressure, and image obsession make it easy to lose ourselves. We're so focused on what we look like, what others think, how we rank, and whether we measure up. The solution is to take ourselves out of that narrow focus and engage in helping other people. Parents and mentors, if you're guiding youth, encourage them to engage in service regularly. It might be volunteering with a local charity, helping with disaster relief, visiting the sick, or joining a community group that aids the elderly. This simple act of helping others, even if it's just on weekends, can be transformative. It builds empathy. It teaches us that the world is much bigger than our own worries, our own anxieties, and our own needs. It's an antidote to self-centeredness and a real way to connect with the world around us. Once we've laid these three foundations, worship, knowledge, and service, we're ready to think bigger, to set higher goals. Don't be afraid to dream or to envision a future where you're contributing something meaningful to the world. This is where your goals become part of a greater vision. not only for yourself but for the community. Maybe you have a business idea or an app you want to develop. Maybe you want to run a social enterprise or start a creative project. These ambitions aren't extra, they're vital, especially if they benefit society. We need innovative entrepreneurs, socially conscious leaders, and creators who understand that wealth is a tool to uplift communities, not just to serve ourselves. We have to start thinking big. Imagine starting a business, building something that grows and benefits others. Instead of only aiming to get hired, aim to become a leader in your field. The world today speaks a language of ideas and economic impact, and as Muslims, we need to be at the forefront of meaningful innovation, service, and entrepreneurship. Remember, Allah rewards us not just for worship, but for everything we do to contribute to the good of others. And if you approach your goals with these foundations, they'll be rooted in values that keep you focused and balanced. And remember, Allah has given each of us unique talents, unique skills, and abilities that are our own. Don't hide your gifts out of a sense of false humility. When we're afraid to use what we've been given, it's actually ingratitude, not humility. If Allah has blessed you with intelligence, creativity, a specific skill, or a unique gift, it's your responsibility to make the most of it. This is what true gratitude looks like. Take time to find out what you're good at, what you're passionate about, and explore how you can develop these skills further. Whether your gift is in business, technology, art, teaching, or another area, know that your talent is a trust. Use it fully, use it meaningfully, and don't let self-doubt or hesitation hold you back. Find a way to make your strengths benefit the world, because that's where your real purpose lies. So, to recap, start with worship, deepen your knowledge, and commit to serving others. These are the 3 foundations. Once they're in place, you're ready to aim high, to set big goals, and to make a real impact. Don't shortchange yourself. Aim to be the best version of yourself, grounded in values, purpose, and gratitude to Allah. With these foundations, you can set out on a path to truly make a difference in the world, one day at a time.